the hard part of this challenge is simply just staying awake. This is a struggle. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Maddie, and I'm gonna start making some videos about books. If you know by the title, I'm gonna be doing a 24-hour New Year's readathon. So how this is gonna work, it's a little different than other readathons that I've seen before. I'm gonna try and do 24 hours straight. I know a lot of other YouTubers like read for like 12 hours and then they go to sleep and wake up the next day and do another 12 hours. I'm gonna try to power all the way through, and I'm doing this on New Year's, so today is the 31st. And I'm gonna read from noon to noon the next day. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to end the year with reading as much as possible, and then I want to start the new year reading as much as possible. So yeah, that's my plan. These are the books that I'm planning on reading over this readathon. I'm not going to get to all of them. This is just my stack that I'm going to pick from. This is my current read, The Soulmate Equation by Christina. I'm a little less than halfway through, and so far it's a really good book, and it's been everything not to read it this morning because I've been trying to avoid it and save it for now. So I'm very excited to keep reading this, and I know I'll be able to finish it unless I die or something. And then these books are kind of my from now until midnight, so this is going to be the end of 2021. These are the books that I can potentially read. Obviously I'm not going to get to all of them, but I was just thinking this isn't going to last me till midnight, and I don't want to start the Shatter series until the 1st so that it can be all on my 2022 reads. That's my plan. That's the big thing that I'm planning on doing, is starting the Shatter series and getting as far as I can into that. Honestly, I'll probably be able to finish the first book, maybe the second one. It looks a little bit longer, so I'm not quite sure. We'll see. But anyways, these are the books that I can potentially read for the rest of 2021. I'm not sure what I'm going to read, and they're all very different. I just don't know what vibe I'm going to want after I finish The Soulmate Equation, because this is kind of like a rom-com-y kind of thing. So if I want to keep up that, I can start reading this. Or if I want to completely switch directions, I think Silent Patient is probably the most drastically different from this. And I do have a friend that just read The Silent Patient this week and said it was fantastic, and she couldn't put it down and read it all in one sitting, which is what I'm doing now, so it could be a really good choice. Anyways, so that is my plan. It is currently, I don't know what time it is. It is currently 11:39. I was planning on starting this at noon, but you know, I think I'm just gonna start now. How this is gonna work is I'm gonna go the full 24 hours reading constantly. The only time I'm gonna allow myself to take breaks from reading is if I'm eating, going to the bathroom, and I'm also gonna give myself 30 minutes at midnight to go downstairs and celebrate. I'm gonna start reading now, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright, so just an update here. I have a little less than 100 pages left in my book, and it's about 1:30, so I've been reading for a little less than 2 hours. I got hungry, so I went and got myself some lunch, and you probably will think it's disgusting, but a bologna and mustard sandwich, cheese cubes, and Doritos. And I also went to the door, and my friend Emily left me a book on my doorstep. So I'm gonna open that. Ooh, it's a book journal. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. You can list all the books that you've read. Yeah, and it goes up to 100. Oh, so it has the start date, finish date, authors, publisher, genre, where I got the book, the main characters, and then a review section. And you can also rate with stars. This is really cool. Oh, and then book challenges. Your top 10 favorite villains, top 10 book first sentences. This could make good YouTube content, honestly. So this is awesome, and I actually should start using this today. Thank you, Emily, for giving me this book journal. I'm super excited to use it. Alright, so it is now 2 o'clock, and I just finished my lunch. So I'm going to get back to reading, and I will check back in when I finish this. But now I'm at the point where it just feels a little too perfect, and I have like still quite a bit of pages left. So I'm hoping something problematic happens, or I don't know. I loved this book. This might be one of my new favorites. I'm speechless. I have no words. Okay, so I'm gonna rate this a 5 out of 5 stars. You can, go on Goodreads. I'll have this linked in the description. You can go read the summary that's on there. I will say this is a really, really good book. So if you like romance, if you like kind of sciencey elements, just go read it. Go read it. So now I have to figure out what I'm gonna read next. The Silent Patient it is. Alright, so I'm a little less than halfway into The Silent Patient, and it is now 6 o'clock. I'm gonna go have dinner, so yeah, see you then. Alright, that dinner took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. It is now 7:30, so I'm gonna keep reading. I don't even know what to say about this book, except for wow. This is a really, really, really good book, and I don't normally go for thrillers, so it's kind of interesting that I was so impressed by this book. It was kind of hard for me to get into it at first because I normally don't pick up thrillers, but once I started actually getting into the story and learning about the characters, it got really, really good. And, I started coming up with my own theories on what I thought was going to happen in the end. And none of those happened. The plot twist in this book is incredible. And if you are a fan of the Netflix series You, then this is 1000% the book for you because they have a lot of similarities. I think I'm gonna rate it 5 stars. And I normally wouldn't do that for a thriller. I feel like most thrillers are like a 3 or maybe 4 stars if I really like it. But I think this is gonna be my go-to thriller recommendation whenever someone asks. So yeah, it is currently 10 o'clock. So I am going to start reading the Shatter series and hope that I don't finish it before midnight. I have the entire series except for the new novella that came out. Eventually I'll have that one too. Here we go. So I'm about 100 pages into the Shatter series, well, the first book. I'm getting so tired, and it's almost midnight. It's 11:40, so I'm gonna go downstairs and make some coffee, have some snacks, celebrate the new year. I got my little New Year's Eve party headband, so I'm gonna head down there and get back to reading in a sec.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
My dog doesn't like the fireworks. Okay, Okay, great. Now that that's over, I had my coffee, feeling slightly more energized. I'm gonna get back to this bad baby so I can hopefully finish it. And this will be my first read of 2022. My goal for this year is to read 75 books, and I read 47 books this year. That's pretty good for me, considering normally I only read on vacation when I have like a lot of time and I'm not really doing something. But now I'm trying to actively read when I'm at home, like after work and stuff. So it is now 3 a.m. and I just finished Shatter Me, the first book in the series that I have right here. I thought this book was really good. I'm gonna give it a 4 stars, not a 5 stars because it didn't like blow me away, but I still liked it and I'm gonna read the rest of the series. I didn't really have any particular problems with it. I think I wasn't super attached to the characters, but I do think that like as time goes on, I'll get more attached to the characters. Yeah, so pretty good book. I'm excited to keep reading the series and seeing what else happens. So I'm gonna start on Unravel Me, and I think I'll be able to finish this before it's up, so I think I'll be able to get to 4 books, and if I finish this I can go on to Ignite Me. I'm just gonna start with this one now, but yeah, it's starting to be a struggle and I hope I can push through. Also, one thing that I want to say, how cool are these covers? I mean, they're kind of creepy, but like look at that. This one kind of reminds me of spring. Oh, this is like a bird. Kind of a bird. This just looks like water. And this is cool. This one looks like fire. Anyways, I'm gonna rate Shatter Me on Goodreads, and then I'm gonna start reading Unravel Me. Let's get into it. This is a struggle. I am getting pretty into this book and it's really good. It's way better than the first one so far, so I'm really excited. I feel like that's the only thing keeping me awake right now. And I don't even have the energy to go put my phone on my tripod thing. Ignore the mess. But I don't even have like the energy to go put it on there, so the rest of this video might just be me holding my phone. I'm out of water in my water bottle, so maybe I'll go downstairs. No, I won't. I'm gonna sit here and be tired for like, oh my god, what time is it? It is 4:45 in the morning and I am exhausted. I need to push through. I do think I am gonna be able to finish this book by then. I just wanted to update you guys with that. I'm gonna get back to reading now. Okay, I've made some progress on this book. I am bundled up in my heated blanket, and I have now migrated to my bed. So hopefully this isn't a mistake that's gonna cause me to fall asleep, but I just got in a really good part of my book, so I don't think I'm gonna fall asleep. But I think I have like 4.5 hours left of this challenge, so hopefully I'll finish this and then see what happens. We'll see. And the light starting to come out. So 4 hours left. I finished it. It is currently 9:45 in the morning, so I still have like 2 hours left of reading. I'm gonna go quickly eat something. I think I'm just gonna have a bowl of cereal, and then I'm gonna pick up a new book, and it's probably gonna be the 3rd book in this series. I'm really invested. This was a 5 out of 5 stars. So good. Highly recommend it. I understand why the first one was 4 stars, and it was just setting this one up for being a 5 star. So I am really enjoying this series, and I highly recommend it so far. Specifically this book, but you have to read the first book to get to this book, obviously. I'm gonna go eat and then start reading again for 2 hours. I'm so tired. Alright, it's officially noon on January 1st, so my reading challenge is finally over. I read 4 books from start to finish, and then I read a little bit of the 3rd book in the Shatter Me series. I knew I wasn't gonna finish that book, but I am so tired. I can't even form sentences right now, honestly, and I'm also going to have all of them linked down below, as well as my Goodreads account, in case you want to follow. Yeah, that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, like, comment, subscribe, all the fun things, and if you have any video ideas for future book things, let me know. Happy New Year, everyone, and keep reading.